Alright guys, jumping right back into Final Fantasy IV. So we've got a large portion of this map just not completed. Last video we kind of did a little bit of a site and everything. So cast site, and we see an entire room that we haven't mapped out. So what I'm going to actually do is a little bit odd. I'm going to go to B2 first. I don't know, I think this B3 is probably the room we enter on. But I want to be sure. I don't know, we've got a large amount of this dungeon that's just not mapped at all. And obviously we want to map it out for, you know, like, just completion's sake at the end of the day. So we're going to attack a dragon. This is actually where it becomes tough, because I always feel like the higher up I go, the less the enemies are going to be impactful. But this dragon's pretty impactful. Granted, there's not two of them, so I guess there's that, right? There's some sort of reprieve. Now I think about it, this is really dumb. Maybe it would have just been better if I teleported out of the dungeon. Just got into the first, like, floor or something. I don't know. Probably would have been, but, you know, you live and learn, right? So we're gonna try to take out this guy. Be forewarned, I mean, this is an estimation on my part, but I think the next couple videos are just gonna be us mapping. And I know that's not the most page-turning thing, but it is necessary, because we want to map out the whole, like, we want to complete most of the game. We're not like 100% completionists, but I want to complete most of the game. And who knows, maybe there's something really cool that we're gonna, you know, find. We find all sorts of cool things, right? So we are gonna go here. I feel like this is the floor that we just really just abandoned. We were like, whatever, man, we don't care, and then we just kept on going. Like, look at this. Unless there isn't areas for us to map and we're just crazy. I don't know. See, this is like the weirder portions, right? Where it's things like, it looks like we should be able to, like, get to these areas, but maybe this floor is purely just like, oh, like this narrow passageway, and you have to go into another area to get to where you want to go. And that's not unusual for Final Fantasy, at least not these ones. Some of the later ones are more linear in nature. Okay, cool. Sorry, I got worried about how that was appearing. The fact that I saw like a little bit of like white. It was Cecil's hair. I know some people talk about these games being glitchy. I have encountered some issues, but nothing really impactful. Like graphical issues on Cecil mostly, where his entire model would just be like a white outline. Like, it'll just be like a white outline with like a white space. Like, there won't be any him. It'll just be nothing. Like, but it generally that's fixed by restarting the game. I just paused there because I was like, did it happen again? Are we in trouble? I will say, out of like 80 hours, 90 hours played, it's only happened like twice. So it's not really common, and just restarting the game fixes it, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't know. That's like one of the big things I try to like figure out sometimes, though, because I know the community at large, I mean, not to state obvious things, but there's a lot of games that the community has played that I haven't played, and there's reports of like issues, right? So I don't know myself because I've never played the game, so I've got to kind of like rely on those reports of like people saying like, oh, I played Final Fantasy 13 and it was the worst experience because it glitched like 74 times a second, right? And I've got to kind of rely on that and be like, okay, if it did do that, then like, should I expect that when I play it, right? Like, that's the whole thought process I'm following. I mentioned Final Fantasy 13 because that is actually the one that I've heard the most about. Like, people saying like it is glitchy as heck. Which maybe it's not anymore, right? Like, maybe they fixed it, but I don't know, it's always tough to say. Because a lot of times, like, especially on release, like, obviously games are played and then patches are released, and then, you know, it balances out. But if you're like the first person playing it, you just gotta suffer through those glitches. Alright, Riddy is low, but I think she should be fine. That question is, how do we get to another floor? Can we? I mean, this looks really promising, so let's do it. Use Cecil here. I don't know, we've been using Rosa a lot. We need to balance out their MP a little bit at least. Is there any other, like, areas for me to enter? I don't know. We've definitely gotten a bit of map completion, and then we've gotten the chest, of course, with the flame whip. That's a tough thing, though. I don't know if I'll ever use these items. Like, most of all, I might just throw them with Edge, right? Like, I might just throw them at enemies. That might be the play. I'm just gonna buff Edge up against that red dragon and have him throw all those ogre killer axes as he needs to, as many as it takes to take him out. Bahamut and throwing axes. Cursed ring. Nice. I'm just curious. Nah. So this one is 95% done. See, this is tough. Is there any hope for a secret passage, right? Like, that's the biggest question. Looks like the enemies here, if these are the caliber of enemies we're facing, we should be fine. Wow. He's mad. He's laying the smackdown over there. Question is, are any of these walls come with passage? Oh! Oh, is this... Oh, please don't tell me this just goes here. Oh, lame, dude. I was thinking that was going to be significantly cooler than it was. Yeah, that really is a challenge. Just the amount of fights we get into. That is a challenge, at least. I don't know. It does feel like we've done a lot of navigation throughout this this dungeon. I mean, we're on floor 1 again. It's got like 8 floors to it. What if we just go here? Is this just going to exit the dungeon, I believe? Yeah. Yeah, that just exits. What if we go this way, though? At least we got pretty music, right? That's exciting. MP restored. As funny as it is, that's actually all we really need is MP restored. Because we can just restore our own HP. We don't want to walk all the way to the left to do that. That seems insane. It's a waste of time. This is one of my favorite, like, songs in Final Fantasy, or themes, or whatever you want to call it. And it's very calming, right? Alright, we got there. Maybe? Maybe this is the solution. Where's this gonna go? We've done it, boys. 10 high potions. It was worth the 4 hours. That's all we needed. Can we kill the dragons? That's the question. I don't know, we probably should have been a little bit more cautious here. We were just like, we're gonna hit even if we die. And now we're gonna lose Edge and Rydia because of it. I don't think we lose this fight at all, because I mean we've won this fight 1,000 times before, even under these exact same circumstances. So I think we just hit until we kill. Unfortunately, sacrificing Rydia and Edge along the way. Cecil's level went to 80. Rosa level 79. We're actually gonna hit level 99, I think. I feel like stats must like end at 99, right? Like that just makes sense. Wait, Asuna. What am I thinking? Asuna, that's how you raise people, right? Not the spell named raise. That can never do it. So we're gonna jump here. Sage's staff and then an enemy ambush. Oh man, come on. If you're gonna ambush me, you gotta do something more than this. This is nothing. And I'm really confident in these fights because the early floors have got to be easier, of course, because the nature of how the game works. What Demented Soul would make the earlier levels hard and then the lower levels easy. But yeah, I don't know if the Sage's staff will be worth equipping or not. I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, let's actually find out. Oh, I mean, 100% no, right? Like that is objectively. I mean, well, is that even objective? It's just terrible. Like every single stat decreases. That's why would you ever equip that? Granted, this is like 4, 2, or 1 or something, so it's understandable that's not great, right? Like you don't have to have miracles at this level. We'll say this is a lot easier to navigate than the secret walls. Although I feel a secret wall coming in with these like fake like passageways. 5 ethers. That's good because we recently used 5 ethers on Lunith, so. Or Cecil. Oh my gosh, I keep on messing that. Dude, Brian Pendel is gonna call that out, guaranteed. I think it was Brian that called it out last time, where I'd said Lunith, and I don't even think I ever caught it in that video. I was like, yeah, Lunith, and I was like, yeah, we're back in Final Fantasy 3. We're back in Final Fantasy 3. I've traveled back in time. I've had it with this dungeon. I've traveled back in time. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to run away. Then. I think we are making good progress though. Like we're mapping out a substantial amount of the floors very quickly at this point. Because we found like a whole hidden passageway, right? Like a whole route to take. And it's good to get it all set up. So Rydia's level increased. Look at this. This is sick. 5 X potions. What is this? I feel like I'm gonna stand on this and something's gonna happen. So let's heal. Or, well, first let's fight these guys apparently, and then heal again. You can't be forced to heal too much, right? Something like that. Kane's level increased to 74. To those who covet this blade, I bring death. Sure, I love death. White. Is this the same dragon we faced last time? No, I meant to not do that. I meant to do not that. Dragon. Counters are slow, that's fine. We're gonna summon Bahamut. We are gonna cast... I feel like Shell's better here, but I'm gonna do Protect first. Nothing to steal. I'm gonna throw an axe at him. This all seems like reasonable things to do. Wait, what? Oh, we have the Holy Lance equipped. We're just gonna heal him if we use Kane. What's better? What's better? What's better? I think it's Gungnir is best. So we hit for 6,000. Casual 6K. No big deal. Dude, I'll do this all day. I'll throw Holy Lance if I'm crazy enough. No, I won't. That's actually insane. Like that is just throwing the game and the lance all at the same time. I don't know, I really want to kill this guy. I know this might be overkill. But I'm just going to throw quite literally everything. Lilith Rod, I don't care about that. No effect. Bahamut comes through. Don't heal. Oh, thank you. That would have been tragic if it healed him. Like I'd be like, oh no. All the axes we threw, all for nothing, right? That wasn't very impressive. I don't know. I feel like this is like, so this is 4-3 obviously, and I feel like the enemies here are just significantly weaker as he just does so much damage. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess you could also kill my entire party. Look how weak everyone is. They're in the single digits. Everyone except Rosa. Oh, we do it barely. Dude, Maelstrom is nothing to mess around with. That is so good. Obtain Murasame. Isn't it Murasame and Masamune are like polar opposites or something like that? I forget. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to re-equip the thing we actually like, which is Holy Lance. Then we're going to reevaluate everything. Who gets Murasame? It's got to be Edge, right? I think that's worth it, 100%. So can he do Murasame and Masamune in one other hand? Is that how we're gonna spin this? I don't know. That makes sense to me, right? Like that seems reasonable. Is there anything else here? I feel like, I mean, call me crazy, but I feel like this is the extent of it, right? Like we've gotten 3-4s out of this. That seems more than reasonable. And then we just go back to our normal pathway. I don't know. I really do think we're making good progress. I know I say that like a million times, but I feel like it's true. The Artemis arrows. So let's actually double check. So we're going to use sight here real quick because we want to see the floors. So we got 4 and then we do B3. We already got this one completed. Then we got the passage, which isn't mapped. Then B5's the big one. So how do we do B5? Alright, well, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's just go back. And let's I don't know. Let's stop here real quick. So we got the map this, right? Like this is a map. We can all agree that this is a map. And I sight again. Go to B1. Huh. I really don't know how to get like so this the far left side. I don't know how to get there. We'll have to figure that out. Let's just leave. We're gonna teleport out here. Oh, we're really going to teleport out, apparently. Okay. When they say teleport, they mean teleport. So we are going to cure. I guess I could have saved. That probably would have been smart. I don't know. Cue the power outage at my house, like, right now. That's what's going to happen. I don't save and then all the power just gets killed. This will be the dungeon that never ends, just in the fact that like I lose progress all the time. I will guide you to the core. Okay. So we've done that. I mean, I think we've done pretty much everything on these first few levels, so I'm just gonna kind of travel back. And then just go down like the general normal pathway we would. So we would normally go down this pathway. Alright. Edge's level went up. That's quality stuff. Absolutely just quality stuff, honestly. Oh, we're surprised? I don't like being surprised. Alright, we probably should heal after this fight. Like, we are getting kind of low. We don't want to die, because that would be really bad. It's funny because we've done all this like trouble of like we've gone to all this trouble of like mapping and everything, and like I mentioned before, it's genuinely like it's not really that worth it. Like for the items, right? Like they're just not that great. Like they're okay, I suppose. I guess the one thing we might find is we might find the Eidolon on the moon. Like that might be something we need to find because that seems like something we want to do. We definitely want to help out all the Eidolons and find his friends and everything. Counterattack. Didn't I mention we were going to heal ourselves? Did we? I feel like we didn't. I feel like I was like, we should heal, and then I did not do that at all. And now I'm facing death. Dude, that cover from Cecil's so good. That is actually one of the reasons we gave him so much HP. I know I was talking like kind of trash where I was like, oh, maybe we should give it all to Rydia. But I think Cecil probably was the right choice. Just because he's like a white mage-ish kind of thing. I mean, he's a knight, but yeah, like he's covering like people and making sure they don't take damage, and then healing up. So like having him as the sustain of the party makes sense, and in turn he has to sustain, right? Like he has to stay awake and alive and whatever. So it doesn't make sense to give him the increases. Now this, well not this, but later on after this is where it gets kind of like, what's going on? Ice Storm it is. Come on, bring on the Ice Storm. I mean, he's got to be close to death. Oh, there it is. Just like that. I speak and it comes true. That's good stuff. The room to the far left should be just a, like, treasure room. Should be. So we should be fine skipping it. All right, we're just gonna keep on going, keep trucking along. Honestly, like mentally right now, I'm thinking save point. I'm trying to get like back to that centralized location we had before, where we just had like, you know, like this is where we save and then we kind of go up from it. We've done a lot of work on the mapping, so I'm really happy about that. But I think that it's just time to kind of set a home location. All right. All right. We're almost there. I can taste it. So this is where it gets weird. So how do we get to the far left? Like, that's the real question, right? Like, there's got to be a way through. And there's no... So here's the thing that's throwing me off most of all. There's no, if you go to, so like, let's go to the floors above here, right? Like, there's no actual, like, obviously the red arrow-ish looking things are all, like, floors, but there's no real floors. Because the way it works here is, oh god, I wish you could see me pointing. I wish I could, like, highlight each area. So the arrow to the farthest left is an area we enter. And then it continues on the far left again, and then it goes down to that far, like, bottom left. So, like, that is a complete passageway, right? Like, that is something that we already mapped out. But then you jump to, like, B5, and then you got this far left thing, and how do you get there? Like, that's a legitimate question. And there's not really, in my opinion, there's not, like, a really obvious... So you got B5, and it just continues on. Maybe you go to like B7, and then go up. Maybe that kind of makes sense to me. Maybe we start at B7 and see if we can get there. I think that'll work. It's tough to say, yeah. But let's yeah. Oh, Rydia is getting hit. That's lame. Man, everyone's missing. Shouldn't be that bad, though. Okay, maybe it's bad. Maybe Rydia's dead here. Cecil to the rescue, man. He's saving lives out here, genuinely. Like, it's actually really good. I think one more hit, and then this guy's gonzo. Okay, maybe one more hit from someone that matters. I said someone that matters. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Anyways, I know it's kind of... Let's double check this. Nah, it just goes down. Okay. Oh, we probably should raise. So I know it's kind of an odd part, but I think we're probably going to end it here. No, thank you guys so much for watching. When you come back, we're going to continue trying to get through to that, like, kind of small section. And make sure that we can fully map out these this location. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.